Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a continuing book series that I've started. So I have a couple different series that I've started or that I'm close to finishing that I just need to either finish or read the next book in. And so we're going to go through the books that are on my dresser and this little TBR cart. Also, side note, are we liking the hairstyle? It was career day at the elementary school that I teach, and so I dressed up as a painter, like an artist type thing, and I'm kind of digging the little scarf bow thing. Thoughts? Comments, questions, concerns, list them below. Okay, so over here we have, well, don't look at these. These are ones I've finished already this month, and then these are my library books. And, oh, also, and my cute notebook I got from Barnes that I'm gonna figure out something to put in it. Okay, we have Foxglove, and it's the beautiful edition. That's what I call them. Look how pretty it is. It's literally so pretty. So we have this one. It's gorgeous. Very strong contender. We have A Fire in the Flesh, which is the next book in Jennifer L. Armentrout's Blood and Ash series. I don't know if this is part of the prequels. Yes, this one is the third book in the prequel series. So, maybe. And then I also have Two Twisted Crowns, which I read One Dark Window months ago. Like last year, months ago. So, maybe I'll read this one too? Possibly? Okay, and now we're down with my TBR cart. And for this one, there's a few that we could do. So, we could do The Brothers Hawthorne. It's like more of a spin-off. It's not really part of the Inheritance Game series, but it's like the same world and the same characters. So we could do this. I'm not really in the mood for it though, but definitely a possibility. We have In the Weeds. I need to take that sticker off. But it's the next book in the Lovelight Farm series. I read Lovelight Farms back during Christmas because it is about a Christmas tree farm. But this one is about one of the workers, side characters that are in that story. And it's just, it's giving spring. It's giving not snow. So this is what we're manifesting. Another one that we could include in this video is The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. This is the second book in the Crowns of Naxia series. The first book is The Serpent and the Wings of Night. And she's a big, thick girl. So, but I loved the, what was it? It was the, like, in-between little novella from the first book and this book, and I loved that one. I loved it so much. So maybe jump into this. I'm kind of into the vampire vibe right now, so this might be a quick read if we include it. And the last one that we have, I think, that I can find is Love and Olives. It's the third book in the Love and Gelato series. So there's Love and Gelato and Love and Luck, and then there's this one, and I think it's set in like Greece. And I think that'd be like just such a cute little getting into spring and summer vibe. Maybe, possibly, adding it to the pile. Okay, so this is kind of a overwhelming stack of books, especially just for one video. Wow, I'm really close to myself right now. And so I think we're gonna narrow it down to like 3 or 4 books. So I'll hurry and go through those, and then I'll let you know the final 3 or 4 that we're gonna read. Okay, so I think I have the okay. I have the final 4 that we are gonna be included in this video. So we have Foxglove by Adeline Grace, In the Weeds by B.K. Borison, Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig, and then The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King Yes, that's what it's called, by Carissa Broadbent. Okay, I'm thinking I want to start with Two Twisted Crowns. I'm sorry the lighting's like kind of weird right now. But I think I want to start with this one because I think I'm gonna listen to it on Spotify as an Audible book and just kind of follow along, kind of switch back and forth between the two, reading physical and or listening to it. So I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
So I found the strength to say it was harder than catching the moon. And when the words fell out, I saw the warmth filling the room. So I gathered the strength to lift it, and you picked it up and laid it down, and you picked me up and I am found.
Okay, I am about 80 pages into Two Twisted Crowns, and it's late and I have to get up early tomorrow, so that is all I will be reading for tonight. But I am liking it so far, so yay. Okay, it is the next day and I've been at my grandma's actually all day, doing some Easter things with my cousins and my aunts and uncles and stuff, so I haven't had a chance to read a ton, but I am currently on page 130. I am this far into Two Twisted Crowns and really loving it so far. Also, look at my cute little clips that I got for my braids. So cute. I love. Okay, back to reading.
So I found the strength to say it was harder than catching the moon. And when the words fell out, I saw the warmth filling the room. So I gathered the strength to lift it.
Hi, I just got home from church. I'm just in the driveway side of the, anyways, you guys don't need to know that. So I'll kind of tell you where I'm at in the story, and I need not shake so much. Okay, so where we are in the story is Raven and Jesper and a couple other people that they all got together, and the king sent them to go with the person to go get one of the cards. There's only one of those cards, and they are going on this journey to go find that. And the cousin Ione, she is still at the castle with the king and with Elm, and there's kind of some sparks flying between them, and they are searching for her maiden card, and that's kind of all I can tell you guys without giving anything away or spoiling anything, especially because it's the second book. I think I am like 250 pages in, ishly. 280? I don't know. But we're gonna continue that, and then I'm going to my aunt's house later, so I won't have a ton of time to read today, but I do want to read at least a little bit. So, yeah. Okay, don't mind the noise, it's my space heater. But I am on chapter 43, page 356 of Two Twisted Crowns. And I've been screaming, silent screaming, because my family is asleep. Silently screaming because of things that are happening right now in this book. And there is less than, let's see, there's about 70 pages left, and I'm losing my mind. I might stay up and finish it. I think it's almost midnight, 11:45ish right now. So I'll update you guys if I do finish it tonight. Okay, it's the next day. I finished it. I finished it like right before 1 a.m. last night. And it was so good. I was like, I was reading in my bed and I just kept going, and or just like, just the reactions were so good. I should have been recording, but oh well. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.5, because it wasn't quite to a 4. Some of the parts kind of seemed like they took a while to get to, but I did love the ending so much. And I loved getting the backstory of the nightmare. That doesn't spoil anything. And I loved Raven's character development. Like, that was great. I loved some of the things that we find out about him at the end, and about Elm. I started loving Elm's character. I didn't really connect with him very much in the first book, but this book, I think because we got his point of view in this book, I kind of like felt more connected to him, more attached to him, liked him more. And yeah, so this one's done, and I think I know I already had those 4 books picked out, but I think I'm gonna read the next book in the Percy Jackson series because I have that from the library. Ooh. So I think I'm going to pick up that one because I know it's gonna be a really fast read. I've read the other 3, the first 3, in like a matter of 3-4 hours, so could be a quick read. Anyway, but yeah. Okay, I'm headed to the gym. It's been a few days. Sorry. I did finish this book. The lighting's weird in here. Finished the whole thing in like a day. So, really good. I liked it a lot. I read it really fast. Off to get the next book from the library. And then I'm going to be reading, In the Weeds by B.K. Borison. I think that's the one that I have. And so when I get back from the gym and running errands, then I will be reading that. So, yeah. Alright, back from the gym and from doing all the errands I need to do, and I'm going to be reading In the Weeds by B.K. Borison. This is the second book in Love Light Farms, and it's just following one of the other employees that works on the farm that is in the first book, and I think she's a social media person, is the love interest. Yeah, so let's get into it.
And you picked it up and laid it down, and you picked me up and I am found. Oh, oh, oh. It's without a cause. Sometimes it's just because I think we found it. Oh yeah, we found it again. Oh, it never faded, 'cause you created. And then I found the spark in, whoa, the spark in you. Got easier to see it. The glow, it came pulsing this time. So when you really felt it, I saw the flame grow in your eyes. I finally let my guard down, open up the blinds, saw through. Open up my heart, you came through. Oh,
this book. I'm like giddy, like giggling, kicking my feet. It's so good. I am 188 pages into it, and so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the main girl, she comes back to the Lovelight Farms town because she wants to try and find her happiness again, and she ends up staying at his house because there's nowhere in the hotel, like no rooms available at the hotels. It's so good. Oh my gosh. So good. Okay. I finished this today, In the Weeds by B.K. Borison. So good. I read most of it yesterday, as you guys saw. I got to like 240-ish last night, and I just finished the very, very end of it today. And it was so good. I think I'm leaving ratings to the end of this video, but wanted to update you guys, let you know I'm done with this one. And I think I'm gonna have Foxglove be the last book in this video, so I didn't get to the next book in the Crowns of Naxia series, because I read the Percy Jackson book instead. But yeah, so we're starting this one.
So I found the strength to say it was harder than catching the moon. And when the words fell out, I saw the warmth feeling.
Okay, so update on reading vlog type thing. I just went to the gym and I was listening to Foxglove the whole time. I don't know how far I got into it. Not pretty far. I was there for like an hour. So I am loving it so far. They just got home from the ball that Prince Eris has thrown. If you know who he is, if you know, you know, you know? And I'm really liking it so far. I love the audiobook version of it because I just love the narrator. She does such a great job, and she, like, just the voices that she does for each character match so well, and they make it so much easier for me to visualize these characters in my head. Anyways, loving it. Gonna go home, shower, and then read more. Okay, I am now like 50-ish% of the way through Foxglove. And I've just been listening to it on my downtime, at the gym, on my way to and back from work, stuff like that. So it's taking me a couple days to get through it, but I'm really loving it. And like, honestly, might be a 5-star, which is crazy because I've only given one other book this year a 5-star, like a true 5-star. And so that's exciting. And I'm really liking, so, if you don't know, it's the second book. The first book is Belladonna, and I don't know what the series is called. I just call it usually the Belladonna series, but I think it's called something else. Anyways, Belladonna, she can't die, basically, or the girl in it. Her name's not Belladonna. That's just what the name of the book is called. It's about this girl named Signa who she can't die, basically. And you learn that like in the first few pages of the book. And she basically helps solve murders now, because she can see death, like he's an actual person. And anyways, so this is the second book of that. And so death's a real person, and we learn in this book that fate is a real person. And so now she's like, not only her relationship with death and that kind of stuff, but also she is having to deal with fate and kind of see what he wants, why he showed up in her life, basically. And yeah, and there's another murder that she has to figure out who killed this guy. So anyways, I'm really, really, really liking it so far. So, I am driving, so I'm not gonna look at you guys. But I just got to chapter 31 of Foxglove. And so, okay, if you haven't read Belladonna yet, skip this part. But, because spoilers. Blythe and Prince Eris, we see more, like, interactions with them in chapter 30, and we get to kind of see them, like, have a conversation with each other, and, like, something happened to her in the first book, after she basically beat death 3 times, and, like, Cigna helped her stay alive when she should have died. It specifies 3 times she should have died. I think something changed in her that made it so that she can see something. See people who are gonna die soon, maybe? I really don't know. Because this has happened twice where she's seen somebody, but they're like a corpse. But they're actually not. They're a person who's living that has interacted with them and with people around them. So they're not like a ghost and they're not dead. But, like, maybe they're gonna die soon, and, like, maybe she can tell. I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. That just happened in this chapter with one of the other characters, and that she saw. So I'm very interested to see if Fate knows why this is happening to her. I don't know.
So I gathered the strength to lift it.
This is how I feel right now too, because I have probably like 30 pages left. Yeah, I have 30 pages left of Foxglove, and I want to I need to get rid of these characters because only like 2 of them are actually making good choices, and the rest of them are forcing other people to make choices that are not gonna work out. Blythe is driving me nuts. Death, precious baby boy Death. My heart is breaking for him, truly. I just cried for like 10 minutes. So, I'll let you know. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow because I'm dead tired and I have work tomorrow. So I'll finish it tomorrow and I'll let you know how it goes. I'm scared. Very scared for the outcome. Because guess what? This isn't even the last book. There is another book after this that's not even out yet.
And you picked it up and laid it down, and you picked me up and I am found. Oh, oh, oh. It's without a cause. Sometimes it's just because I think we found it. Oh yeah, we found it again. Oh.
I don't even have words for how much I am feeling about page 427 right now. Like, what? Okay, I just have to share this quote with you guys. I'm gonna leave some of it out because part of it is spoiler. But it says, "My love for you is not confined to time. It is a love that I will hold with me for an eternity. I am not afraid. I swear to you that I will always be yours, even when I'm not. What? You're kidding. You're kidding. You're actually kidding. I can't handle this.
Cause you created, and then I found the spark in, whoa, the spark in you. Got easier to see it. The glow, it came pulsing this time. So when you really felt it, I saw the flame grow in your eyes. I finally let my guard down. Open up the blinds, saw through. Open up my heart, you came through. Oh, oh, oh. Without a call.
Okay, I just have literally the last chapter and the epilogue left. I think I want to listen to it because the audio just gives extra, you know? So I think I'm gonna follow along and listen to it on audio for the last little bit.
Sometimes it's just because I think we found it. Yeah, we found it again. It never faded. Cause you created, and then I found the spark in, whoa, the spark in you. It never faded. Cause you created, and then I found the spark in, whoa, the spark in you. So I found the strength to say.
Okay, so I have now finished it, Foxglove, and I think I'm gonna sit on it because I really want to rate it 5 stars, but I want to make sure that it's a 5-star before I like decide fully on that. So I'm gonna let it sit overnight. I'm gonna go to bed, and then I will come back tomorrow and I will get tell you guys like my thoughts and my ratings for each of these books that I read during this video. Yeah, so I'll see you in the morning. Okay, it is the next morning, and I think I finally settled on ratings for all of these, plus the Percy Jackson book that I had from the library that I don't have with me anymore. So let's just kind of go through it as I read them. So first I read Two Twisted Crowns, and I liked this one. I think I liked it. I don't know if I liked it better than the first one, probably equal to the first one. It continued the story really well. I loved the lore that you get in it about just like how the kingdom was formed and kind of the spirit of the wood. You get like to see more of the first king's interactions with her, the spirit. I don't know if it's a girl. I imagine it as a girl. And what else? I really liked that we got Elm's point of view in this and his interactions with Ione, because I feel like in the first book I didn't really like not that I didn't like their characters, but I was kind of more just like, oh, they're like irrelevant basically. They're just here to be here. But in this book you get to see their point of views. I started liking them more, becoming more attached to them, like worried about things that happen to them, if they'll be okay. And I feel like Elm's character really grew in this whole book, which I loved to see. And then, yeah, I thought the ending was great. I actually really did love the ending of this. And, oh, things you learn about Raven. Wild. Like, the things that he can do, kind of just like, I don't want to say any spoilers, but like, Raven, my guy. Anyways, I ended up giving this one a 4.5 star. And then I read the Percy Jackson book 4, Battle of the Labyrinth, and I still think the third book, Titan's Curse, is my favorite so far of the series. Currently reading book 5, but I did like, you got to see more of Percy and Annabeth interacting, and Percabeth becoming a thing, because you like get it a little bit, like you get crumbs of it in the first 3 books, and then you finally get more than a crumb, barely more than a crumb, in the 4th book. But I thought it was good. I forget that this is like where, not where the trauma starts, but like where it gets heavier. And yeah, it definitely gets heavier. It's been a while since I've read these books for the first time, so like rereading them, I'm like, oh yeah, this is where it gets heavy. But I ended up giving it a 4 stars, and I'm like a fourth of the way through the 5th one. So, and then I read In the Weeds by B.K. Borison, and I loved this book. I love Evie, and I love Beckett, and I love that we're back at Lovelight Farms, and I don't know, I just really liked their relationship. It is a little bit of a miscommunication trope, a little tiny bit, but I feel like there's reasons for that. Like, Beckett is really shy, and he like has problems being in crowds with people, and he just is more keep to himself, quiet type guy. And Evie is a influencer, and so she is like very a people person and always out there and stuff. And so I think they just have different styles of communication. Like, his is very much like acts of service for his, like, to show people that he loves them. He will do things for them, and so you can tell that he is not as good at communication because of his love language and because of just like his personality and stuff. And so I feel like he had a harder time telling her what he wanted because he's very much a people pleaser as well. And if he thinks that someone will not be happy if he chooses to do something, he won't do that thing even if it's something that he really wants. And so that was just kind of fun to read and see him kind of grow and kind of stick up for himself almost and stuff. And you get to see him kind of be like a big brother type thing, because he has younger sisters. I think he's the oldest in his family. And he has like 3, I think, younger sisters, and you get to see him be like the tough big brother that basically will beat up any boyfriend that is not good for his sisters. And so you get to kind of see like that side of him, and it was just really fun. And I gave it 4.5 stars. And then Foxglove. Most of the time you guys saw me reading it like this, so this is that one, because I hate reading with dust jackets on. Anyways, Foxglove, 2nd book in Belladonna. You guys kind of got to see me as I was reading this one more than the other ones, because I remembered to film more of this one, and it was just so good. It was so good. I feel like because it's the 2nd book in a series, I'm more attached to the characters. I like to see their relationships within each other, within people that were kind of just side characters in the 1st book, that are still side characters, but they're more important now in this book. And the ending took me out. I'm so excited for book 3 that's coming out I think in August. I'll have to check that. But I think book 3 is coming out in August, and I'm so excited for that because of things that you learn in the last 1% of this book. Like, oh my gosh. I can't spoil it for you guys if you haven't read the first one and you haven't read this one, because it's literally the last things that you learn in the last, like, 2 chapters of the book. But it's so good, and if I could recommend any series that isn't super popular to anyone, it would be this series. I don't even know what it's called. I just call it the Belladonna series because that's the first book, but I truly don't know what this series is actually called, but Belladonna is the first book, and everyone should read it. It's so good. First, actually, everyone should listen to it because it's good reading it, but like the voice actor that they got for these 2 books does a phenomenal job. Like, I cannot say enough good things. I don't even know the voice actor's name, but whoever she is, maybe put it here. She does such a good job, and she puts so much emotion into things that I like. It's just so good. I'm speechless. That's what I am. I'm speechless. And then I actually give this one 5 stars. I think I did settle on a 5-star rating because it was just so good. And yeah, I could talk about this for literally days, but then I'd start repeating myself, and yeah, you guys don't have to listen to that. But okay, that was all the books that I read for this video. It was really nice because I finished one series, the Shepherd King duology, and so close to finishing the Percy Jackson series. I have one more book in the Lovelight Farms series, and then Foxglove until Wisteria comes out. That's the farthest I can read in that series. So it was really nice to kind of get those not out of the way, but like read, because they are books that I've been wanting to read for a while. And so yeah. Anyways, okay, well, that's all for this video. If it's long, I'm so sorry, but enjoy. Well, I hope you enjoyed anyways, because this is the end. And like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys hopefully soon. And yeah, okay, bye.